Hello everyone, this is Josie. I'm back with another Christmas card share. I did 10 more cards, and they're not for anyone specific. It's just I wanted to make more cards, so I used some scraps that were left over from the other cards and made some cute little cards out of them. These cards are 4 by 5.5. I have envelopes that fit that size card, but I don't have card bases. So I made my card bases out of the Paper Studio cream colored cardstock, and it's the heavyweight. And I also used some black vellum as one of the layers. And that, I've had it for a long time. I don't know where that came from. And I used an embossing folder, and it is called Baby's Breath. And I used the small edge embossing folder. For the pattern paper, I used the scraps that were left over from my other cards, and let me show you. These cards I had cut out with the die, the circle, and what was left over, the circle that was left over is what I used on these cards. And the pattern paper came from the American Crafts Jolly paper pad. And I used 4 different stamp sets. I used the word enjoy from the Heidi Grace stamp set, and it's called Paradise. I used the Hampton Art stamp, the Merry Christmas stamp. And these are Recollection stamps, and Recollections does not name their stamps, but these are the new Christmas stamp sets that Michaels has right now. I use the Blessings of Christmas. May God fill your life with love, joy, and peace this holiday season. So I used those 2 from this stamp set. And I used this holly leaf border from this stamp set. And a while back, I wanted to use up a paper pad that I didn't really care for anymore, so I made a bunch of flowers with it, and I mixed some other paper with it and made some flowers, which ended up matching this paper really nice. So I used those as the embellishment on the front of the card. So I also used the handmade stamp. I'm not sure. I think this might be from Michaels. Handmade with Love by stamp on the back of my cards. I just haven't signed them yet. So there are all of them are the basic design on all of them. Oh, I also used this embossing tinsel in copper by Ranger. You can see that, it's glittery. I had picked that up at Tuesday morning at one point. So they're all have the same design on the front. They just have, some of them have different flowers. That just depended on what I had available that matched. All the flowers go together, but that match the colors of the card. So here's the card. So matted with the black vellum. I did these 2 brown and like a burgundy paper those were scraps from the other cards, and they were already cut to this size. So I just embossed this, adhered it to the brown, and then I rubbed the edges of the circle with some clear perfect medium stuff to emboss with the tinsel embossing powder, and I just rubbed it all over the edges on all the circles and embossed it. So that's what I did. So they're all basically the same, and I'll show you that they have different flowers, but the flowers do match. So there's that one. And what else? And this one. So these are flowers that I made a while back, and they came out really pretty, and I finally got to use them. So that is all the cards. I made 10, and then in each card, or 5 of the cards have one sentiment, and the other 5 has another. So this is what they look like, the matting inside the card. I believe they call it second generation stamping, is where you ink your stamp and you stamp it on a scrap piece of paper, and then whatever's left on the stamp is what you use on your project. So that's what I did with these leaves, because I didn't want them to be a dark brown. I just wanted a very light brown look to it, so that's what I did. And then I used the May God Fill Your Life with Love, Joy, and Peace this holiday season. Merry Christmas is on 5 of the cards, and on the other 5 I put, let me find one, enjoy the blessings of Christmas. And again, I did the borders the same. Oh, and I also inked all the edges with some brown ink of the matting, so it'll kind of pop out from the background of the card, because it's kind of an off-white paper, so it's pretty close to that cream color, so I wanted it to pop out from that background. So that's my 10 Christmas cards, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.